Welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga and the 14-day Yin Reset. This is day number 1, and today's practice is all about releasing physical tension, relieving emotional and mental stress. If you haven't seen the intro video, there's a link to that below. Please watch it before we get started. And if you're ready to dive in, let's go ahead and get into Seiza pose, sitting on top of the heels. So if you have your yoga blocks, you can use 1 or 2 of them underneath your seat, between your feet, if that makes it more comfortable for you to be here. We'll take 1 minute in Seiza. Go ahead and close the eyes. Fold the hands inside the lap, one inside of the other, taking 1 minute here. Breathing in to fill your chest, your belly, your back. Breathing out. Feel yourself settling through the hips, tops of the feet, shins. And inhaling, feel your spine rising up. And as you exhale, feel your tailbone reaching down into the earth. And inhaling, feel your whole body expanding, inflating in all directions. And exhale, arriving here on your mat, on this place on the earth. When you're ready, let the eyelids float open, and we'll come into butterfly pose as the first yin stretch. You can use a cushion under your seat if you'd like. And bring the feet together, holding on around the ankles, the feet, the toes, whatever feels right. As you come forward over the legs, hands can rest on the floor, or they can hold on to the feet. On the physical level, the target areas of this pose are the inner thighs and the lower back. You can arrange your legs, pull the feet in, or press them out more to get that stretch in a different way if you'd like. And once you've settled into your position, take a deep breath into your back body, into your spine. And as you exhale, let yourself soften into the shape a little bit more. And now slowly releasing, drawing the legs together, coming onto your back, and resting on the back for 1 minute. Feeling the effects of our first posture, butterfly pose. Let the legs open to a comfortable distance. Let the arms angle away from you at a comfortable angle. And here with the body in just an easy, restful position, feel the energy that is here. This is considered by many to be the most potent time of the yin practice, or where we can feel the effects of the pose. And bend your knees now, hug them into your chest. Gently rock side to side. And roll all the way over onto one side, transitioning onto the belly for Sphinx pose, where we'll rest on the elbows and forearms, taking a gentle back bend, holding for 2 minutes. Your elbows are pretty much under your shoulders. Your legs can be as wide as your mat or as narrow as touching one another, usually somewhere in between, and let your hips and legs and your lower back tell you exactly what the right distance is for right now. The sensation might be in the lower back, the sacrum, the back of the pelvis. You can inhale into this area. And as you exhale, see if you can feel also the front body stretching, the low belly, the hip flexors, the upper abdomen, the base of the ribs. And now we can take a breath in to fill this lower part of the torso. And exhale, relaxing the legs, relaxing the pelvis, relaxing the spine. And slowly now, releasing Sphinx pose. Stack your hands one on top of the other and rest your forehead on top of your hands. Take a few moments here to breathe and to feel the energy in your lower back and feel the energy in your belly. And now slowly press to child's pose. Hips come up and back to the feet. Your knees can be wider or narrower, you decide. Breathing right into the lower back as you bend your spine the opposite way. And slowly coming up, slowly making your way to a seated position with your left leg in front and your right leg bent. So once again, you could choose to sit on a cushion for this. And as your knee comes out to the side, you could square your hips more, or you can experiment with angling a bit so that as you come forward toward your leg, you'll be in maybe a little bit of a twist or a side bend. Some people like to go toward the inside of the leg more, and you can play around with these angles in the yin yoga practice. We'll take 2 minutes on each side here. Hands can be on the shin, the ankle, the foot, or the floor. And the yin practice is very much about the sensations happening closest to the core of the body. And the alignment is much less focused on what the hands and feet are doing. It's really not important if you're touching your foot or not. It's really not even important how close your head comes to your leg. What is important is the area of sensation being in the spine for this pose. We want to stretch the spine, and we want to stretch the back of the left leg, the hamstring muscles in the back of the thigh. Whatever angle your body is in, whatever shape your body's in, as long as you're feeling the stretch in the back of the thigh and in the spine, then you're doing the pose right. Let's take a deep breath into the spine, into the back of the leg, and exhale and soften a little bit more. And slowly now coming up and slowly changing sides. Right leg forward, left leg bent, cushion under the seat if you'd like. Coming forward, over the leg or inside the leg. Finding the angle, finding the exact positioning that feels right for you to rest in right now, and taking the breath into the spine, into the back body, into the back of the leg, and exhaling and softening, releasing tension, relaxing the body, and feeling a sense of surrender. Surrendering to this stillness. And slowly releasing, slowly coming onto your back for another 1 minute rest. And as we take this 1 minute rest, feeling the sensations in the body after releasing the pose, especially now in the backs of the legs, and anywhere else that you feel sensation in your body right now. This energy as it flows might feel like heat or tingling or buzzing. And as you rest and float with the sensation, you may notice it changing, spreading, growing, moving. And bending the knees, hug them into your chest. Gently rock side to side. And now coming into figure 4 pose to stretch into the outer hips. Right foot comes to the floor, left ankle over the right knee, and draw the right leg in towards you, clasping behind the right thigh. The left hand is threading through the triangle of the legs here, or you can reach farther and hold on to the shin. The target area is the buttocks on the left side, left outer hip. If you want to do this in a different way, you can try this variation that I've been enjoying lately, which is simply to put a little lift of a cushion or a folded blanket under your seat. 2 minutes here on each side. And as you settle into the pose, notice where you feel the stretch. Outer glutes, maybe the lower back as well. When you're ready, take a breath into what you're feeling, into this area. And exhale, softening tension around this area. Inhaling. And relaxing as you exhale. And slowly releasing figure 4. Right foot comes back to the ground, left foot to the ground. Change sides, right ankle over the left knee, bringing it in. And now feeling the stretch in the target area of the right glutes. And you can fine-tune this stretch by shifting the whole unit of the legs a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right. See where it wants to be. And breathing right into your hips. And exhale. releasing now very slowly. Left foot to the ground, right foot to the ground. Remove any props and spread yourself out for a 1-minute rest. Noticing what you feel as an afterglow of the pose. What are the effects? How is the energy moving? Bending the knees now, hugging them into your chest, gently rocking side to side. Feeling the low back. And rolling all the way onto your right side to come up for caterpillar pose. Both legs in front of you. Option to sit on top of your cushion for this or not. As you come forward over the legs, you can choose if you want to have them plugged together or hips width or even as wide as your mat. Hands can be on the legs, the feet, or the floor. In the yin practice, sitting on top of a cushion for these forward bends can do two things. It can intensify the pose. So if you want to feel more sensation, that'd be the way to do it. And if you're in a body that doesn't do a lot of forward bending very easily, when you sit on a cushion or two, it can really help get gravity on your side. Wherever you are at this moment, take a breath in and feel the back expand. Feel the body expand in all directions. And as you exhale, let yourself soften a little bit deeper. Inhaling right into the spine, the lower back, the sacrum this time. And exhaling, releasing, relaxing the spine, the sacrum, the lower back. Slowly now releasing caterpillar pose and slowly come onto your back to rest. 1 minute. Breathe. And bend your knees, hug them into your chest, gently rock side to side. Coming into a spinal twist with both knees over to the right side. Adjusting the hips as needed. So you feel comfortable here, left hip kind of stacked on top of the right. You can do any of the twist variations in the Yin Yoga guidebook, anything within the twist family that you like. With the general idea that the hips are turning one way, while the ribs are turning the opposite way, and in between ribs and hips, we have the spine twisting. The lumbar spine is the main target area here. And there's also all this other good stuff going on, like this twisting of the fibers of the side body, the obliques, the rib cage, and even the stretch of the left side of the chest. And as you breathe in, breathe into all these areas: chest, side body, ribs, spine. Exhaling and softening, relaxing all of these areas. And now slowly bring the legs back up to the center, changing sides, twisting knees to the left. As you continue to rest in the twist, feeling the right side of the chest this time, right side of the waist, the twist of the intercostal muscles between all of your ribs, and feel the twisting sensation in the sacrum and the lumbar spine. Taking a deep breath into all these places. And as you exhale, releasing, relaxing all these places, all these parts of your body. And now slowly releasing, legs back up to the center, come into Shavasana, final relaxation. The yin version or variation on Shavasana that you could choose to do right now is called pentacle pose or simply star pose, spreading out arms and legs nice and big, like a star, like you're making a snow angel. And this is the time to really fully absorb everything that has happened in this practice. Letting this energy move through your body. Noticing any sensations of energy like tingling, humming, warmth. Noticing the flow of your breath, the inhale and the exhale. And now slowly take a deeper breath to fill your belly, your heart. And exhaling, gently wiggle your fingers and toes, stretch out into your arms and legs, bend your knees, and roll to one side to slowly and gently bring yourself back up to a comfortable seat. Taking a deep breath in here and exhale. When you're ready, allow the eyes to gently open and congratulate yourself for getting started and completing day number 1 of the 14-day Yin Reset. I am so happy you're here joining us for this. I look forward to practicing with you for the next couple of weeks, and put something in the chat below to let us know you're here, to let us know you completed today's practice. Tomorrow's practice for day number 2 is going to be focused on the hips. So the Yin Yoga postures for the hips have a lot of variations because we all have very different bodies. And what really helps with the hip practices is to know the modifications and variations, which is why I would love for you to have a copy of the Yin Yoga guidebook next to you for tomorrow's practice. So get that if you haven't gotten it yet at guidebook.devidaily.com. And I will see you on the mat tomorrow for day number 2.